Okay. In the last video, in the end we saw centripetal force, which is necessary for circular motion, is inversely proportional to the square of radius. Getting? Okay. See, today I am discussing a phenomenon of tide or ocean. See, you must have visited a beach. Sometimes you see high tide, sometimes low tide, and full moon, new moon, to very high tide. Okay, why this is? The gravitational attraction. Yeah, water in the sea is bound to earth, right? But here is earth, here is a moon. The moon also attracts water towards itself. So water, so this position and antipodal position gets the water, the level of water rises and you see high tide from moon. Yeah, the picture is not as per scale because you may not be able to distinguish. Okay, this level goes high throughout, and here, sorry, high tide at this place and this place, and low tide at this place. Understanding? In the direction the moon attracts water. But due to Earth's gravitational force is stronger, water doesn't go to moon, but just jumps. That is high tide. And on the full moon and new moon, you see sun, moon, earth are in a straight line. Getting it? So gravitational pull on water increases. So you see higher tides, very high tide on new moon and full moon day. Understanding? Every day moon comes 50 minutes late, so tide also comes 50 minutes late. Suppose today is at 7 a.m. you see high tide. Tomorrow 7:50. The time, actually long time, here it starts slowly here increases. Here is low, increasing, here stopping as since moon revolves. The direction of tide, it changes. Understanding? Very easy. This is simple geographical phenomena we are discussing in science. Okay. See, you throw a ball. You must have thrown the ball up. It again comes down. See, last year you saw gravitational force. Force produces acceleration. Okay? Acceleration and force are in the same direction. Understanding? The gravitational force is in the direction toward the center of the earth. Even the direction of acceleration is towards the center. They are vector quantities, directional quantities. Okay. So upwards, the acceleration is negative. Downward acceleration is positive. If force and acceleration are oppositely directed, acceleration is negative. Also, Newton's kinematical equation, you have the V equal to U plus AT, but if A is positive, so while the ball coming down, its velocity increases because force produces acceleration. It gets positive acceleration. We'll find out the value of that. Okay? And as it goes up, the acceleration becomes negative. VU minus AT. And U goes on decreasing. Initial velocity, whatever, some value. As it goes high up, at particular point, U and AT becomes equal and V becomes 0. And there the ball stops and starts falling down. So velocity decreases and while falling down increases. Understood? We'll go ahead. Okay. See, force produces acceleration. So gravitational force produces gravitational acceleration. So for gravitational acceleration, there is a fixed quantity, constant, will give the symbol small g. Big difference between capital G and small g. Small g is acceleration due to gravity. It is different for different planets. Capital G is universal gravitational constant. Universal throughout the universe. Okay? This G will not change on Mars, Venus, but this G changes. Getting from planet to planet, small g. That is acceleration due to gravity. Okay. So what is, according to Newton's law of gravitation force, is G m1 into upon r square. Okay. Suppose another object m1 is capital M, the mass of whole earth, and small m, m1, m2, m3, small m, mass of the object, any object. Okay, and r, distance between the object and the center of the earth, is the radius of the earth, r square. And the same force is mass ma, mass in, but g we will symbolize. M mass into acceleration due to gravity, that is mg. So the forces are equal, na? Gravitational force is your weight. So mg equal to jm upon r square. Now small m cutting. Small g, that is acceleration due to gravity, is gm upon r square. They all are constant for earth. Where r and m, g is constant for universe. We'll put the value of g, m and r. Small g, capital G, to 6.67 into 10 raised to minus 11 Newton meter square per kg square. Capital M is mass of the earth. Whole earth 6 into 10 raised to 24 kg. 24 zeros on 6 kg. Radius of the earth is 6400 kilometer. We will convert to meter, SI system. Conversion is important. 6.4 into 10 raised to 6 meters. 1000 meter, 1 kilometer. Okay. Putting these values, G value is this, M value is this, R value is this. After calculating 9.77 meter per second square acceleration unit, SI unit G. G is acceleration but due to gravity. That is a fixed value. Average value we take as 9.8 meter per second square for doing sums. Now this value is not same throughout the earth. At pole, polar radius is less than equatorial radius because earth is bulging at equator and flattened at poles. So poles are closer to center of the earth. So at pole, you will find the value of small g as 9.83 meter per second square. And at equator, the radius is little more than pole. The value is 9.78 meter per second square. This difference. So mass of the body will be same on equator and on pole, but the weight changes because G changes from equator to pole. Understanding? This value, average 9.8, we take on the earth. Getting? As you go higher, it decreases. 9.8 decreases with altitude. Understanding? Nearly 35,000 kilometers. It is just hardly 0.2. Goes on decreasing. 9.8, 0.4, 6.5, 0.4, 35,000 kilometers. It is so at that height, water you throw it may not fall. So our satellites are above 35,000 kilometers. Understanding? So value of G small g decreases as we go higher. it also decreases as we go inside the earth depth, because at the center of the earth the value of G is 0. This is value is on the surface of the earth. Understanding? It decreases as we go down the earth, also as we go high up. Understanding? Clear? Any doubt you can ask me again. Okay, write in the comment box. Important derivation, important formula for doing numericals. We'll go ahead. See. First I will tell you the difference between mass and weight. Actually mass is same throughout the universe. If your mass is suppose 50 kg, on moon also it is 50 kg, Venus, Mars, wherever you go it is 50 kg. But your weight is mass into G. Suppose if your mass is 50 kg, your weight is actually into 9.8 on Earth. That is 490 Newton. Mass is measured in kg, but your weight is measured in Newton. On Moon, the value of G is just 1.6. So on Moon, your weight is just 80 Newton. Understanding? So on Earth, it is 490 Newton, 1/6. Weight on Moon is 1/6 that of the Earth. Weight, not mass. Mass will be same. Understanding? Mass is a scalar quantity. You understood the difference between scalar and vector, and weight is a vector quantity. Meaning mass is measured in kg, weight is measured in Newton. Understanding? Okay. See, and one more thing. Kinetic equation, you remember in 9th standard, you have learned S equal to ut plus half at square and v square equal to u square plus 2x. For free fall, u equal to 0 and towards the earth, a equal to g. Acceleration is acceleration due to gravity. So v equal to 0 plus gt, that is v equal to gt. S equal to 0 into t plus half into gt square, half gt square. V square equal to 0 square plus 2 into g into s, v square equal to 2gs. So for free fall, now use these equations. Understanding? Very easy? Okay. Now I will explain you about energy, potential energy, kinetic energy on the earth. You see, whatever you throw, it falls back to earth. Meaning whatever you throw, it will fall back to earth. But, so how to escape from the earth? Never to return. Which velocity we should go? Rocket should be projected, never to return on the earth. That is escape velocity. See, we are bound to earth because our potential energy is negative. Potential energy at any height of object and height edge of object is minus gma upon r plus h, where small m is mass of the object at height edge. So on the surface of the earth, h will be 0, minus gmm upon r. Negative, so we are bound to earth. Okay? Kinetic energy on the surface of the earth, to escape that much energy we want. Ke formula you know, half mv square. V is escape velocity, ESC I am writing. Okay? So this much energy you want to escape from the earth, kinetic energy plus potential energy. From negative it should be 0, then you are out of the earth, free from earth's clutches, never to return on earth. Okay? So minus, so half mv, v escape square, v minus gma upon r, ke plus pe, that is your total energy, that is equal to 0. Okay? Minus shifting that side will become positive. Half m v square equal to gm upon r. mm I am cutting. 2 shifting up. V equal to v square equal to 2 gm upon r. V escape equal to under root 2 gm upon r. Okay, just to make calculation easy, I am multiplying and dividing by r. So gm upon r into r square. Gm upon r square, we have seen that is small g, and directly r is remaining 2gr. This is the formula to find out escape velocity from that planet. G you must know of that planet. Getting? So on Earth, we are related to Earth only now. So we escape. Minimum velocity to escape from the Earth. Then it will not fall back to Earth. 2 into 9.8 G value. R 6.4 into 10 raised to 6 meter, 6400 kilometer. After calculating, you get 11,200 meter per second, approximately 11.2 kilometer 1 second. 11.2 kilometer in 1 second. That fast, if you throw out of the Earth, escape from the Earth. Understood the derivation for escape velocity? Write down. Everything is important. The chapter is important. Okay? One thing I want to tell you. Have you felt weightlessness? Disneyland, Fantasyland, wherever you go, fast rides you go. Reading Cyclone, whatever, different fast rides are there. You go up, you come down fast. Okay? When you come down fast, it's your free fall. Nearly. You feel as if you are weightless. Right? Same thing happens in satellite. Astronauts in the satellite, they have feeling of weightlessness. Now you feel weight. Because of Earth's pull, you get reaction from the Earth. That's why you feel you have weight. But if you don't get reaction from the Earth, coming down you feel free fall. In lift, fast lift, if you go high up, you feel your weight is increased. Coming down fast, you feel weightless. Feeling of weightlessness. And that is because you are the astronaut and satellite. They are under free fall of Earth's gravitational force. Getting? There is a feeling. Your weight is not zero. The weight of astronaut is surely not zero. That is just a feeling of weightlessness. Understood? So any doubts? You ask me. Now I want to solve the theory. You read the chapter again and again. Getting? Whatever doubts, write in the comment box. I will explain in my next lecture. Getting? Think of different questions. How to solve numericals, which formula. Okay? In my next lecture, I will solve few numericals and discuss important questions. Easy, I am giving you for homework. I will just explain how to do, but you do it for homework. Unless you do it, you won't be able to. Okay? So if you like this, give like. Understanding? Share, subscribe, press bell icon. Why aren't you doing that? Okay? So you will get notification immediately. And also for personal, if you want personal guidance, you want to score very high, online coaching, face-to-face talk, one-to-one talk, you give call. We will finalize your timings, your all doubts will be cleared, getting? And I will give you special tuition. Okay? See you in the next video. Bye.